Man, I'm about to start this stream here, just trying to get my technology right. Happy New Year, Happy New Year to everyone out there, you feel me? May the new year be a blessing to anybody and everybody out there. When you get your shine on, you feel me? Alright. Yes, sir. Alright, cool deal, man. What's going on, bro? What's going on, man? Happy New Year to, all of my subscribers. Happy New Year to you. You know what I'm saying? Anyone coming across this video here in 2024, Happy New Year to you, man. You know what I'm saying? May you be prosperous and also be blessed, you know what I'm saying, into this new year of 2024, man. We're going to be doing a couple of things here on this channel, on this live stream, of course. First things first, man, we're going to go over free plugin download. Actually, something that dropped like today, you know what I'm saying, January 3rd of 2024, man, from Kive Audio or whatnot. They dropped a free plugin. We're going to talk about it. Man. And after that, man, we're going to get into breaking down this beat that you hear in the background. We're going to break it down, put it in arrangement, and then mix it at the same time. Working on a little project or whatnot, man. So this is going to be one of the situations of that. So, you know what I'm saying? Sit back and relax, man. If you want to watch the process, hear it in the background, or however you do your YouTube thing, man, I just appreciate you for coming across this channel and checking out everything and whatnot, man. And you've been rocking it. And you're going to be rocking India with your boy, man. My name is Super Mario, man. If you don't know a little bit about me, just a little introduction to anyone that don't know about me, and you're coming across the channel in 2024, you're brand new to seeing my face coming around this channel. Man, I'm Super Mario, man. You know what I'm saying? A little bit about myself, man. I've been doing music production, audio production, media services for well over 20 years. And stuff like that, man. My credits got a long rap sheet, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Actually, if you scan that QR code right there to the top left of you, you can learn a little bit and everything about me and stuff like that. They definitely take you where you need to go and stuff like that, man. But yeah, man. That's that QR code to tell you a little bit about who I am and everything like that. Like I said, I've done pretty much everything when it comes to audio. And then when, the world started transitioning into, more content driven type of world and stuff like that, I work in you could say I pretty much work in the AB industry on the you know what I'm saying, pay your bills side. You feel what I'm saying? So my 9 to 5 is, you know what I'm saying, an AV technician. So I've been doing that background a little bit, right at about 9 years right now. So I mean, I'm an audio aficionado, man. Stuff like that, man. I'm an audio connoisseur. So everything I do 9 to 5 AV work, get home, do the YouTube stuff, and then my wife has a side business where we do media work as well, man. So we always doing something media related and everything like that. But my audio background stems all the way back to 2003, man. And you know what I'm saying, took that and wanted to graduate that learning process, and I went and on ahead and got a degree shortly after and stuff like that, man. So got a degree in audio recording technology, years of experience in AV side of things, that AV career field, and then also studio. Hey man, I got stories. I got experience. I done dealt with a lot. Met some really cool people along the way. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? And not to mention, man, after a little small riff-raff fight, I'm even Grammy nominated in 2023 as well, man. So it's just a blessing all the way around, man. And I'm just glad you're here to, you know what I'm saying, embark on this channel here in 2024 and stuff like that. Enough of me talking. Nice to meet you. Likewise. Stuff like that, man. Let's go ahead and share the desktop, man, and get in here and check out this new plugin. Now, I said it was from Kive Audio, and they got a brand new plugin out now, free. I don't see this plugin becoming a paid version anytime soon. If you can download it, I hope you just go ahead and hop on it right now, man. But it is called the XT Max. Now, this particular plugin is a little condensed version, or you could say a smaller version of the XT Comp, which is a plugin alliance exclusive. And if you know anything about plugins, you know plugin alliance, man, they've really been killing it for quite a number of years, man, or whatnot. They have some really good quality plugins. If I was to open this up in a new tab, just to show you guys what the XT Comp is, it's this right here. It's the Kive Audio X-Stressor. Now, this particular plugin came out, I want to say about 2 years ago, on the Kive Audio website. Now, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but it's not on the website anymore. So it's saying that it's a plugin alliance exclusive. So I'm assuming, this is an assumption, that Plugin Alliance went on ahead, bought the rights of the plugin coding and development, and, you know what I'm saying, put it under their license and helping Kive Audio, probably cutting them a percentage on all the sales. So, you know what I'm saying, let's say, for instance, Plugin Alliance bought this, all the rights, the technology rights, the coding development of this, and say, hey, you know what I'm saying, on each sale you get 20%. You know what I'm saying? Let's say they sell 1,000 plugins a month. You know what I'm saying? You're getting 20% of that. This plugin goes for $150. It's not bad, man. Especially trying to get your name off the ground like Kive Audio. They haven't really been around too much. I started noticing them around 2022 and everything like that. So I ain't gonna say they're fairly new, but you know what I'm saying, they're starting to make a name for themselves and whatnot. But this is their condensed version of what I want to say, a fake distressor, so to speak. You can see here on Plugin Alliance, it's definitely kind of like an Empirical Labs distressor plugin with the saturation modded into the plugin as well. Now, this plugin is really good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? It's really good. I'll say it's just as good as the UAD version of the Empirical Labs distressor. It's right up there, man. It's right up there, you know what I'm saying? But if you want a condensed version and want to get that distressor sound for the free, XT Max may be for you, man. You can definitely download this plugin for free and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to do right now, man. We're going to go ahead and log into my account here and, you know what I'm saying, download this bad boy right here. I'm already logged in, so that's awesome. Let's go back here, and you can see that X-Stressor is not on here as a plugin product, which is kind of weird. And I hope I'm not tripping, but yeah, it's not on here at all. That's what Kive Audio has. I got a video on this, by the way, complex, but yeah, it's not on here. So we're just gonna add that to the cart. We're gonna go ahead and check out and everything like that, and let's go ahead and check out. And we already got an account and everything. Shoot, man, we just go ahead and authorize the purchase, and of course it's gonna send a code to my phone here. Let's go ahead and put that code in. 011605. All right, cool deal, man. And boom. Oh. Let's go ahead and show a little something right there. All right, cool. I think that has hit the. Oh yeah, it has hit the email, and we can go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and get this download popping real quick. All right, cool. So yeah, we're done. That's it, man. So what we're gonna do now is just go and install this plugin here really quick. Alrighty. Oops. Let's go here. Let me see here real quick. I gotta see where that sucker went. But yeah, while I'm looking for that or whatnot, Let me go ahead and just blow this up real quick until I'm ready. Yeah, so Cobb Audio, pretty good, pretty good manufacturer, I have to say, and their plugins is really top notch, man. Like for real. Really good. The S strip, if you haven't really came across the S strip plugin, let me pull that up. It's kind of like a little did I put S strip from Cobb Audio? Let's see here while I'm looking that up. All right, so yeah, this little situation right here, you can get it on Plugin Boutique too. I didn't know Cobb Audio was on Plugin Boutique, but yeah, this is kind of like a little SSL little SSL situation right here, man. And yeah, it's pretty good too, man. Highly recommend it for your liking and everything like that. So y'all, this thing got okay, so we don't necessarily have to install it. We just need to copy it into our VST3 folder and refresh our plugins, and that is too easy. All right, cool, man. So that was easy. I have to say that was super easy. Yeah, but the S strip though, man, this is a really cool plugin. If you're looking for an SSL sound that's not too you know what I'm saying, flabbergasted with EQ controls and everything like that, this plugin right here, man, definitely do the trick for you. 2-band EQ input section, 1 knob comp, transient shaper, saturation. That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? Compressor sidechain, if you know how to do all of that, really good for tracking. I probably highly recommend it for tracking, but you can use it for mixing purposes as well, man. And you know what I'm saying, really good sounding plugin. Oversampling is pretty awesome as well, man. So really good color to it as well, man. So you really can't beat that at all. All right, cool deal, man. So we're in Ableton Live right now. What we're gonna do is refresh our plugin list. You can do that without restarting Ableton Live. Just go to your options tab, go down to preferences, and then you want to go to plugins and hit rescan. Wherever your plugins are, it's going to rescan that folder, and you will see at the bottom it's going to scan your plugins. It's going to take a little bit of while, so you know what I'm saying, I'm going to go ahead and work on the arrangement piece of this beat, and that's how we're going to rock from the here on out of the stream and everything like that. All right, cool. While that is going to go ahead and provision that into the plugin list, let's go ahead and turn this bad boy up and see what we're working with. So right now what we got is kind of like rocking with the verse. I like that little part right there. Then we can go ahead with that part right there. All right, cool. So we got basically a full part right here. Thinking that's gonna be the that'll be the, let's see here, without the bass. Now these two sounds is from Reason. Yeah, I like that right there. It's hot. Then you bring in this yeah, we definitely gonna need some sidechain compression with that right there. All right, cool deal, man. So the sound right here that we got going on is coming from the Prometheus combinator refill out of the Reasons Rack plugin and everything like that. Everything from DNA Sound Labs is pretty good, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. Some really good stuff, man. Shout out to that one person checking this out. But Prometheus got some really good sounds. I don't know what the fuck I was playing, but I played something and had a vibe to it, or whatnot. And then the drums is coming from this particular combinator. Well, yeah, you could say it's a combinator refill. It's called Apocalypse. Again, from DNA Sound Labs. So if you work in Reason standalone application or use Reason Rack plugin, you know what I'm saying, DNA Sound Labs. If you want some urbanistic sounds, rap type of sounds, hip hop type of sounds, reason refills really don't give you a lot, you know what I'm saying? So DNA Sound Labs, I mean, I bought damn near all of their products, and they always got a goddamn sale, you know what I'm saying? Like, they always got a 60% off sale and stuff like that. And so when they have that sale, if they come out with a new product, I take advantage of the sale. Boom, there it is. So a $60 product can go all the way down to like $20. You can't beat that at all, man. So I'll be racking them up, and I pretty much got their whole collection when it comes to their refills and their expansions and stuff like that. But the drums, so this project that I'm working on, man, it's gonna be themed around this particular drum module. Pretty good, man. You can do a lot of cool stuff with this drum module. So to hear what the drums are working with, this is how they sound. Pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna mix this, of course. And then that Prometheus sound. Just 3 notes. It's just something about that texture of that sound. When you put it with a drum pattern and stuff like that, it just does pretty good. You know what I'm saying? The sub bass is a little bit too much for me. So we may have to, you know what I'm saying, what I want to say, sidechain that sub bass right there, man. So yeah, let's get to work. I think X Max is still doing its thug thizzle or whatnot. So what we want to do is when I made this beat, we have these 3 tracks that are frozen. I didn't know what to expect when you're moving VST instruments around. So if you know you have a particular VST instrument that's gonna basically be a problem or cause a problem, or it's the location of the actual sample library is gonna be moved in the future or could be lost or whatnot, freeze your tracks and flatten them. If you know the track is solid and there's not going to be too much changes to it, go ahead and freeze or flatten those tracks. That way you have the audio committed to the session and you don't have to worry about those instruments pulling up from another sound location and everything like that. And I can't stress enough, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When you save your beats in Ableton Live, do not just hit save live set and you're done with it. Collect all and save. Collect all and save is going to help you out when you have audio committed in that session. So let's say, for instance, you're utilizing the drum rack and you pull some one-shot samples from your hard drive or whatever. It's going to collect all of the audio and save it in that session. You know what I'm saying? In a folder, I think it's called import. And that's going to be all your imported sounds in that session. So let's say, for instance, I froze and flatten this, and then I collect all and save. When I'm saving the session, what's going to happen is it's going to save that, or it's going to save that freezed sound and or that flattened sound, should I say? And when you pull it back up, boom, there it is. You know what I'm saying? That sound that you made with your fingers or whatever you use, whatever effect you put on there, it's saved, and you don't have to worry about the instrument not pulling from a sound location or anything like that. You know what I'm saying, 2 or 3 years down the road if you have the same computer, or even if you change computers. So that's always important right there. But this is a it's a frozen sound. I know the plugin is not there anymore. Why? You see that? VST3 plugin could not be found. That is saving my ass. So when I go back up here and play that first sequence, you will see audio. So even though, you know what I'm saying, these plugins are not here anymore, you hear the sound, it's still there. That's why I tell, and I learned from the hard way. Trust me, man, lost too many beats and had to remake them because of, you know what I'm saying, this situation right here. You always moving plugins around and stuff like that. This is the reason why. Freeze your sounds. Do that at least, and you're going to be all right, man. So what we're going to do now is just basically take these 3 tracks, highlight those. No. Slow down, computer. Slow down for your boy. Slow down. All right. I got some things I need to delete out of here. There we go. All right. There we go. We're going to go ahead and flatten those tracks. Now all of that audio is committed. You can see on each clip right there. All right. And I don't think we need the internet anymore. So we're just gonna go, oh, do we? Yeah, we don't need the browser anymore. Let me go ahead and delete that out of there. That way we are all right. All right, cool. So now that we have that committed and everything like that, we can go ahead and start mixing. I think the X Max is downloaded and we're ready to go, man. So this whole drum set right here, let me tell you about the Reason Rack plugin. You can use like all of the effects that they have in Reason, you know what I'm saying? The compressors, the EQs, the whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can utilize all of that. My thing with Reason is it always had a very, very good sound to it. However, when it came to mixing or altering the sounds, you know what I'm saying, in this doggone program or utilizing the Reason Rack, the effects just doesn't hit. Sound design when it comes to using a combinator or a freaking, you know what I'm saying, instrument, it works good. It works awesome. But when it comes to like using an EQ or compressor, it ain't hitting worth the shit, man. I just don't know, man. And I hear some guys, they'll do all of this extravagant stuff and having to do things the unorthodox way. But me personally, that's why I left Reason. I was a Reason head all the way up until like record, you know what I'm saying, propeller head record, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, my mixes just wasn't translating well, and that's when I switched over to Ableton Live, man, and it's been bumping ever since, man, and whatnot. So, but anyway, I'm not gonna use whatever they got, all this shit down here. We ain't using all that here, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna go ahead and just mix with third-party plugins, you know what I'm saying, mix the drum module here. All right. So that's what we got right there. All right. Now I did a video on how you can maximize your drums. I haven't, you know, edited or anything like that, but that's gonna be coming here pretty soon on how you can get pro drums with your sounds. I'm glad this beat when I pulled it up had this Reason Rack plugin in here, because we can make this sound like this to something totally good. I'm gonna show you, and I'm glad you're here today, man. All right, cool. Let's learn a little bit, man. All right, so you can use pretty much anything you want, but the trick of it is, and I hear a lot of mixed things about people saying, well, you don't have to use a plugin. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying, put nothing on your drums or put nothing on your beats or anything like that. If you have high quality sounds, you know what I'm saying, like if you got a 1-to-1 ratio of a exact MPC sound, cool, not a problem. You can use that, you know what I'm saying? And that's for the people that come from that era of, you know what I'm saying, sampling drum sounds from a hardware into a DAW, and then you use that one shot. Of course, you don't need to mix this down, but I tell people all the time, if you're utilizing a virtual instrument, any type of plug-in that generates sound in the box, which meaning it's not generated outside of the box, and even some one shots that are imported into the DAW or sampled into a computer, some of that shit don't even be sounding good or whatnot, because that person that brought those samples in and made it a motherfucking sound font instrument or rumpler or whatnot, the conversion or the sampling conversion probably was the shit, you know what I'm saying? So when you're working with virtual instruments, especially stuff like Reason Rack plugins, or you could say a contact library that sounds shitty, or it just really don't have that smack to it, or even a simple VST instrument that's like a rumpler, for example, kind of like something like Nexus or something like that, or, you know what I'm saying, Initial Audio, Heat Up 3, you know, those type of things. And even some, you know what I'm saying, small companies that make rumplers. I'm trying to remember a name without shitting on anybody, but, you know what I'm saying, rumplers that really don't have a name for themselves. Some of those drums are smacking and they sound really, really good, but they just don't have enough finesse to really cut through the mix, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people overlook that when they tell you on YouTube, oh man, you don't need to mix your drums, man, you just play them bitches, you know what I'm saying, like this. That's kind of like, it's a true statement, it's a not a true statement, you know what I'm saying? You got to have some type of common sense when it comes to that, because I'm about to show you. Okay. All right. So, your approach to making your music sound good is to mix it. You know what I'm saying? At least put a EQ on there. At least compress and, you know what I'm saying, kind of like, glue the dynamics of that particular sound source a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit goes a long way. If you just got these drums sounding bare ass, it may sound good on your speakers, but when you put that shit on Spotify or, Airbit, BeatStars or whatnot, and I play that back in my AirPods, that shit ain't gonna be thumping. Trust me. Take it from a pro. Stuff like that, man. I mix drums. I have not mixed drums. I heard the difference and stuff like that. Okay. So, be careful of some of the information you get out there on YouTube. And I know I'm on YouTube too, but I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't here for the numbers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the numbers, but I got the knowledge, man. And I'm telling you, always mix your beats. You know what I'm saying? Always mix your beats to the best of your ability. And always finesse your drums. Your drums got to hit, man. If we play this, I'm going to be honest with you. A dude going to be like, yeah. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to put like a mastering plug-in on there or a limiter on there. And let's just say we'll pull up a limiter. I can talk the talk, but I can also walk it. Look, I'm gonna pull up something really very popular. Let's say, for instance, we pull up a limiter. You know what I'm saying? This limiter is, you can get this for free. Okay, so let's say you have somebody that has a free limiter out there. All right, and they heard somebody say, "Yeah, man, I put a clipper limiter on my plugin, and that's it." Matter of fact, let's do this, bro. Let me do this. I'm gonna take somebody very famous. You might see they shit all the time on social media promoting their plugin. Decap. No offense to Decap, you make a really good thing. Some of these modules and sound processors, you gotta understand how they work. So if you take the knock clipper, and this is just a regular clipper, aka limiter, you know what I'm saying? If you just hit play and you start turning shit, that kind of jams and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? And you got people out here saying you don't need to mix your drums. If they hitting hard, they hitting hard. Just use high quality samples. That's true. But those high quality samples also have been converted. Loss of quality. You have to make that quality back up. You know what I'm saying? But even using a clipper, you know what I'm saying, you're still missing some of the nuances of, you know what I'm saying, compression and EQ. You feel what I'm saying? But we're going to keep this on here because I want to show you guys what you can do with that. All right. So let's turn that off right there. All right. Let's go back to the UAD plugins. All right. UAD plugins have definitely opened up their protocol for some of their plugins that they have made them native. All right. We're going to use the API Vision Strip. Love this plugin right here. That API sound is like, it's a go-to for like pretty much drum material. I ain't going to say drum material for as programmed drum material or acoustic drum material, one-sided. Anything drum related, it does a really, really good job on there. The first thing I do when I get this plugin on programmed drums is that I go to the line level or the line preamp, virtual preamp section right here. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of flavor to those drums. All right. So don't worry about the meters. It's all about what you hear. All right. Let's go ahead and draw this a little bit. Now, if we turn the plugin off, you'll notice the difference. Like, you know what I'm saying? The plugin is just really don't have anybody. What's going on, record? What's good with you, my boy? What's good with you, my boy? Shout out to Record TV, man. Yes, sir. So when you turn the plugin on and off, you hear that the drums, it kind of sounds, it sounds good, right? But when you, that line level is just really giving it some volume to push it up a little bit. It's coloring the sound, just a teensy wincy bit, or whatever the case may be. Now, the other thing you can do is you can use the compressor, or in our case, we're going to use the XT Max compressor. So we're not going to use the compressor on here, but just to show you, You know what I'm saying, if you know your compressor settings and what you're going to use or whatnot, the compressor, you can take it a very long way. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just setting this to normally what I do. So I'll soft knee. We're gonna get a very, 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 very fast release. And I'm gonna set this about 5-to-1 on the ratio. Turn the compressor module on and start compressing with the threshold. Until I hear the drum start being evenly dynamic. Turn it off. Turn it on. And you'll notice, and I know you probably ain't gonna hear these subtle nuances on YouTube, but you'll notice that the clap and the kick is moved a little bit forward. The reason why is because you're compressing those dynamics. Again, you're compressing the dynamics, and now you have all that energy that has been pushed, you know what I'm saying, forward. You know what I'm saying? I always like to use the peanut butter jelly sandwich analogy. You know what I'm saying? You take the bread, you got the peanut butter and jelly in the middle, squish. What happens? All that peanut butter jelly start going outside of the sliced bread. You know what I'm saying? That's because that energy is starting to get mushed all together. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same thing, kind of sort of the same thing with compression. You know what I'm saying? All of that energy is pushing together. Therefore, you're going to hear more of that kick and that clap. Now, you are going to experience a little less dynamics being lost or whatnot, but you can make that up with other processes or whatnot. Now that's the compression right there. And then of course, whatever you need to EQ, if you hear it, go ahead and EQ it. So in this case, I'm gonna turn the compressor off. If I wanted to, I could just add a little bit of highs. Just a little bump on the highs or whatnot. Okay. Now you can't gain stage this plug-in. So what we're gonna do is kind of turn this down a little bit. Play it back in the mix. All right, cool. Now we're gonna go ahead and pull up that free plugin that we just downloaded right now just to test it out. The Extras also had another little free plugin that they had a while back, and if you took advantage of it, this was called the Extras Nuke. You only had a chance to do is adjust the input, the output, adjust the release, and you had automatic gain. Really, really good plugin, but you know what I'm saying, very limited controls. I think what they did to make up that was have this XT Max plugin, and yeah, you have an input output. You can adjust the attack time, you can adjust the release time, you can adjust the knee, and if you need to use sidechain filtering, which means, you know what I'm saying, basically it's going to only compress what's above the given frequency that you see here. So basically, if we put this at 131 hertz, it's only going to compress above 131 hertz. Anything under 131 hertz, it ain't compressing. That way you can retain some of your low end in whatever material that you're utilizing. All right. So you get a little bit more controls with this right here. I'm loving the fact that you can adjust the attack and release time. So let's go ahead. And you can hear we smacking the fuck out of this instrument right now. So what we're going to do is back off the input. And you can hear that compression, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what compression really sounds like. Now that's compression. That's what that sounds like. Smacked. Something like that. So of course we need to do a couple of things. We're going to basically have a slow attack, fast release. Let me do a soft knee for right now, and let's see what we do, where we go from here. Damn, this thing aggressive, really aggressive. right, cool deal. Now it's getting a lot of signal coming in because the signal is coming in from the API. So what we have to do is basically turn down this volume here, get the volume kind of peaking right at about give ourselves a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, headroom. So we'll touch this little yellow dot at -6 on the API, and then that'll give us enough headroom to compress how we want to and not smack the fuck out of it, because I have my input knob all the way down. So we don't have enough headroom coming in, so we got to make headroom. All right, let's go ahead and do that. All right, and another thing with this compressor, let's say for instance we need to adjust that sidechain filter. I feel like my lows are getting smacked to hell or whatnot. Let's go ahead and solo this and see where our low end is. Let's go ahead and turn out the mix. Our true low end is about 116. So we're going to set this sidechain filter at 116, and you can automatically hear that low end comes back in. Let's go ahead and turn that plug-in back on. Now let's bring back the sidechain filter at 20 hertz. Actually, if we were to catch it about 242 hertz, about right there, you can see that we're not compressing as much. But when we bring it back and set it at its default position at 20, you see we get more compression. All right, so we'll just take it for what it is and allow our low end to go in. I like that. So that clap and those hi-hats are really starting to get glued together, and we still retaining our low end. And it's really kind of compressing the top end of that kick, kind of like the top end of the low mid, kind of like that low mid going into the mid frequencies or whatnot. I'm liking that. Just playing around with the knee. Yeah, I was playing around with the knee to see, you know what I'm saying, the relation of how much the attacks and the dynamics I can retain back and still get a good, nice sound and compression sound and stuff like that. So I kind of like that. All right, let me go and bypass this plugin. So we're going to definitely have the gain stage. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's all right, you know what I'm saying? For a free plugin, it's really not bad, to be honest with you. If you were using acoustic drums, yeah, this would work really, really good, man. It definitely, you know what I'm saying, do its job on acoustic drums. But with program drums, yeah, it may run into a little problem. But nevertheless, though, man, this is doing pretty good, man. I have to say. Yeah, let's go ahead and test this out in the mix, and we'll add our last little bit on there. gauge the plugins. What up? Killer. What is it? Killers? OTB? What's good with you, bro? We're going to add a little bit more because this plugin right here comes first in that chain. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit more gain. Now, what common folk would like to do is they'll use a clipper or limiter to make up the volume. Don't ever do that shit. Don't do that, man. You're going to fuck up your drums like that. You know what I'm saying? The reason why is because what you're doing is, yeah, you're turning up the volume, perceived volume. Perceived means it's almost like it's not really turning up. That's why the word perceived volume is used in terminology. But yeah, you can turn the clipper up and it's gonna give you a louder volume or whatnot. But all you're doing is still your clipper is nothing but a glorified compressor. So you're compressing more, but you're turning up the makeup gain. So really, you're turning up some more compressed sound versus not allowing what the job the clipper is supposed to do. Only knock off the stuff that is actually peaking or a little bit too loud and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to gain stage from start to finish. You know what I'm saying? So it all starts with where your sound is generated. Gain stage from there. Gain stage from your EQ, your compressor, and whatever else you use or whatnot. So we're going to turn this up a little bit more. Yeah, that this compressor right here is definitely chopping off my low end. Never worry about that, man. The next thing I like to utilize to make up for that low end loss is going to be this plugin right here, man. It's from the SSL native or excuse me, the SSL complete bundle. It used to be the native bundle, but now it's the complete bundle. But it's an old plugin, but it's a goodie. It's called the Drum Strip. It's been around for a minute, man. For some years, man. It used to look totally different, and SSL came in and cleaned up their GUI and how their plugins looks and everything like that. And you can utilize this plugin because it's a Swiss Army knife. You can use one thing or you can use all the things. The things I use on this plugin, I don't fuck with the Listen mic compressor because it's a one knob type of situation. It's almost like the XT Max. It's gonna compress the fuck out of your shit, and it's really non-usable unless you're utilizing for like a snare drum or you know what I'm saying, a kick drum that really needs some smack or something like that or whatnot. I would say this is kind of like independently sourced used, not on all your drums or whatnot. So be careful if you're going to use that. The gate, if only it's there if you need it. Transient shaper, I use that to make up some transients. We may need to do that. The high frequencies, if you got some highs that's just you can't really EQ it too much more, you can try enhancing the highs. Our lows is gone out of there. I can EQ those lows with the UAD API, but I'm gonna tell you like this. This is where people get the drums fucked up. Let's say, for instance, you don't know how to put your drums EQ first and then the compressor, or the compressor and then EQ or whatnot. You may be EQing the wrong shit. So because I have this API compressor first in my signal chain or whatnot, if I was to turn up the lows on this EQ, what's going to happen is when I compress, that compressor is going to react to the lows that has been EQ'd, which meaning you're giving more energy to the lows. Therefore, when that compressor catches that signal, it's going to compress more. But why? Because the low end is the loudest of that signal, and therefore it's going to react to that. That's why you use the side chain filter. However, and stuff like that, it still is going to react differently as far as the compression is concerned. So you kind of like, you can do two things. You can EQ after that compressor, or you can enhance it. it's your world. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works, whatever you have at your disposal. You may not have this. You may not have no enhancing plug-in. That's fine. Just use an EQ, but EQ at the compressor if need be. So that's what we're gonna do, man. We're just gonna use this low frequency enhancer as a EQ plug-in. All right. So we know at about like 100 and I think it was like 140, I believe. We was getting, you know what I'm saying? Let me play this back before I start talking. Yeah, the heart of the beater or the heart of the kick drum is about 52. All right. We want to make sure that 52, that low, that fundamental frequency of the subharmonic frequency range is attenuated. So what I'm gonna do is this fucking shit here. I've been having some issues with the GUI and these plugins. All right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna put this on 52. All right, give or take. Yeah, about right there. All right, and what we're gonna do now is what I like to do is turn my drive up. All right, turn my drive up, turn it on, and I'm gonna adjust the amount. Now it's gonna make a lot of noise. All right, so check this out. So when I hit to that point where I hear it in my headphones or my speakers and it just started distorting and stuff like that, I keep it right there at that amount. I turn back the drive, and then what I do is keep it there, and then I adjust the drive. Until I get that kick a little bit energized, and then I can adjust back the amount. So that's with the low frequency enhancer off. Now you can hear it doesn't really have too much transients going on or whatnot. So I can turn on the transient shaper. We can actually put the transient shaper. You see this at the bottom? We can actually move the transient shaper after the low frequency. And then we can just adjust that amount. I like to have a very fast speed starting out on a transient shaper here. And then adjust the speed right after that. So when you hit the listen button, you can actually hear the behavior of the transient shaper. And you kind of want to adjust it till it sounds smooth, like a groove or vibe that you like. Then take it off a listen, and then that's going to be your behavior. All right, take it off. Then you turn the whole thing off. And turn it back on. All right, cool. So that's right there, because I don't want to add too much enhancement on that kick drum. We still got a sub bass. We have the side chain. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do too much. What we're going to do is go ahead and highlight all three of those compressors, turn them off. We're going to hear before and after comparison. So that's with the drums, all the plugins off. Now I'm going to turn the plugins on. Turn them off. So basically, you know, the whole objective with this drum mixing is to make sure that the drums are, number one, energized, and number two, they have energy, and then number three, you pushing it forward in the mix, because the drums is the foundation of the beat. You know what I'm saying? The drums ain't hitting, they ain't got a vibe to it. It ain't making you, you know what I'm saying? They ain't making you just bob your head. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of having the drums in there? You know what I'm saying? So you got to add that energy to that, or whatnot. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is add a clipper on here. That's just going to add a little bit more vibe to it. I don't overuse any clipper or limiter, period. You know what I'm saying? We got a high quality button on there. I wouldn't even engage that, man. It's just going to do a little bit too much or whatnot. So let's go ahead and play this while the mix is playing and make our adjustments. See what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? The clipper just kind of like, it gives it a, I don't know. It just kind of like, it evens out whatever else that you have to do. You know what I'm saying? If I could kind of describe it, it sizzles the beat just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You ever had hot grease and you take some water and you throw water on that hot grease and it kind of fizzles up just a little bit? That's what we're doing. We're just throwing a little bit of fling of water on the beat and just to give it a little fizzle. Turn it off. Notice the high end, you know what I'm saying? You notice the hi-hats got a little fizzle on it. The claps got a little fizzle on it. I like that sound right there. All right, cool, man. So what we need to do now is just basically adjust all the sounds around the drums right there. All right. What I want to do is not have the master track in red. You can see we're in red right now. So what I normally do is take and highlight all of the tracks. And then because my drum track is always set at 0, this gives me a way to kind of like get the gain staging properly adjusted. So what I'm gonna do is hit play again, and then I'm just gonna turn all the tracks in this session. It's only goddamn 7 tracks and stuff like that. So we're just gonna turn this down. Looking at my master track just to make sure it's not in red. And I'm just going to adjust it down to -3 on the drum track. Master track, boom, there it is. What I'm doing with that master track is allowing myself to have a little bit of gain, a little bit of headroom. So when I put like a mastering plug-in or, you know what I'm saying, some type of bus sweetening type of plug-in to make the beat sound good at the end of the process, we're going to have room for that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because once you kind of like start digitally clipping and you ain't got enough headroom, that you ain't got nowhere else to go. And you're just basically going to be making stuff that sound good sound worse and stuff like that in the digital realm. If that makes any sense. All right. It's just a safety blanket, man. Hell, you can clip it if you want to, but you're going to hear it on the streaming side. You know? So yeah, we got the drums done, or whatnot. Let's go ahead and attack that sub, man, because that's gonna be hard. All right, it's very, very low. Let's see where it's registering at on the spectrum meter. Fundamental frequency is 34.9 hertz. Woo, man. All right, cool. So we got to make room for the kick drum and that sub. You play both of them together, you're going to have a hot mess. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just don't have any room in that low end. So somebody's going to have to, you know what I'm saying, make room somewhere that where you know what I'm saying, you have a rhythm going on. Right now you just got a mushy rhythm, you feel me? So what we're gonna do with that is I'm thinking of I always utilize the stock compressor in Ableton Live, and just gonna drag that on top of that sub. All right, and what we're going to do is enable the sidechain function. And once we do that, we're going to pull the audio from the track with our drums. Now it depends on if you have individual track with a drum, one sample on there, or one shot, or a drum loop, whatever, wherever that trigger mechanism or that trigger sound source you want to sidechain the sub, you have to choose that particular track. All right. In my case, I'm utilizing the Reason Rack plugin drum module. I'm going to choose track 1. All right. I'm going to choose that. And what's really good about the stock plugin of this compressor and the sidechain function and everything like that, you have an EQ function on here. What this allows you to do is EQ the signal, if need be, to focus on a certain frequency that's going to engage the sidechaining. Okay. How can I explain it? So we have a drum module, you know what I'm saying? It's not broken up into individual tracks. So all the signal I'm taking from audio 1 or track 1 is going to be hi-hat, clap, and kick. You know what I'm saying? If I have the clap and the kick, or excuse me. If I have the hi-hat and the clap all in that signal, it's going to cause some it's going to cause some inconsistencies in my sidechaining. All I want to use is that low end of the sound source to trigger that sidechain. So in that case, man, I'm going to have to use a filter type. Okay. And what I'm going to use is the low pass. All right. Filter. All right. And everything, I'm going to cut out all the highs and all the mids, only the lows. All right. So let's go ahead and play that. I'm going to unsolo the drums. All right. You hear only the sub. This thing has the sidechain listening function, so you can focus on what you need to EQ out. Now, that's the drums that you're hearing. That's the signal coming into this compressor by way of being on that sub track. All right. So what we're going to do now is start bringing that frequency back and filtering out all the high and the mid. So basically, all I want to hear is that kick. All right. Now, let's say, ooh, it's not punchy enough. Utilize the Q bandwidth. It's going to narrow up that filter and give you a Q boost on the resonant side. Now you hear that bump. It's like an extra kick. It's like there's like an extra boost at a certain resonant frequency. The reason why you do that, so you can have that compressor react a little bit more sharply to the filter sound. You see what I'm saying? This is an old sampling trick, man, that you can utilize when you're filtering out drums on, let's say, an MPC or something like that or whatnot. And normally when you have a kick and you find that sample, and it's a drum break or whatnot, and you filter out everything else except for that kick. Sometimes those kicks is, you know what I'm saying, they fugazi and everything like that. They don't have a lot of punch to it. And what you normally do is you'll filter it and then you boost that Q up. And when you boost that Q up, it's going to add a little bit of punch to that, you know what I'm saying, filter sound. And that's how the old school producers used to pull their kicks from samples. You know what I'm saying? Now, even though I produce in the box, now I come from a Rolling Phantom, Yamaha motif, Core Triton type of nigga, you know what I'm saying? Where we still had to do some of that old school technique as well, man. So all of that stuff still applies in the box, you feel me? But we doing this so we can have that compressor react to the sidechain. All right. Now my favorite settings for me when I'm sidechaining is the 3-to-1 ratio, very, very fast attack, and an automatic release. All right. Now once I have that, I keep it in I want to say RMS level or function or mode, or should I say. It's just basically gonna be real smooth, not so aggressive and everything like that. And then I adjust my knee to 0. You know what I'm saying? So if I pull that threshold back, you'll see this knee is a very sharp knee. If I bring it to a higher decibel, you'll see that the knee has a smooth curve to that. If that knee has a smooth curve, you're going to have a very slow reaction to the sidechain. If it's very fast, 0 dB, it's going to react like it needs to, according to the kick signal and everything like that. All right, cool. Let's bring this threshold back. I'm going to adjust it to taste. Take it off listening. Now, when I start bringing that threshold down, I'm listening to the duck or the pushback on the subs frequency. Play the drums. Now you hear more kick. And it kind of gives you a false sense of perception. I can't talk tonight. A false sense of perception of, you know what I'm saying, the sub sounds like a kick sub, or it sounds like that sub is a kick. You know what I'm saying? And don't be fooled by some of these sample packs y'all download off of Reddit, off of some of these, you know what I'm saying, drop boxes and stuff like that. And these people giving out free drum loop packs and stuff like that, man. Whole time they're utilizing a sub sound and a kick, doing the same technique I'm doing, and they're calling it a motherfucking special type of 808 kick. Don't be fooled, man. It takes one to know one. Stuff like that, man. All it is the engineering technique that's not shared out there in the music community. You have to be in the studio to understand and learn these different types of tricks and whatnot, man. So a lot of that free shit y'all get out there, man, you can actually do on your own. So don't be fooled, and you could have saved you a couple of dollars, or, you know what I'm saying, save yourself some quality on your hard drive. You feel me? So we'll bring that back up. You'll notice the clash, right? We're not side chaining. As soon as we bring that threshold down, you see what I'm saying? So now we're making room or whatnot, because that sub has such a long release and stuff like that. It's just gonna echo on forever or whatnot. But we have it reacting the way we need to react. All right, cool. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Disclaimer, I am listening on headphones. I don't have my speakers on and everything like that. So it may sound a little off and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't really make these headphones extend low into that low end without my speakers and whatnot. So I am listening through the headphones. But as far as what I'm hearing, yeah, that's it right there, man. All right, cool deal. So basically, that's what I do is take care of that low end first in my beat. Make sure that foundation is rock solid and everything like that. Now what I want to do is fix this main part of the beat, which is the sound right here. I kind of want to make sure that it's in a okay situation. Something like that, because it really sounds like it's a little bit too loud. So in order to fix that loudness and to make sure that it sounds aight and shit like that, what I'm gonna do is break out the utility plugin. I'm gonna put that on the master track, listen in mono. See, this is the thing. Again, a lot of people don't know is they don't listen in mono when they're making their beats or mixing their beats. And then you have motherfucking sounds that's too goddamn loud and shit like that. So when you, again, go put that on your BeatStars, your Airbit, or send it out to an artist and stuff like that, you wonder why, you know what I'm saying, it ain't hitting like it need to, or they can't really connect to that beat and stuff like that. It's because it's probably one of those sounds that's just too loud. You know what I'm saying? They can't tell you, hey man, that sound loud, man, I can't fuck with that beat and stuff like that. They ain't gonna tell you that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it is what it is. You can hear the sound. It's too loud, so we need to turn it down. Now we take it and back into stereo. I think it's still a bit too loud. All right, cool. I'm gonna move on to the next one right there. It ain't really too much I want to do to that sound. I like it, what it's doing or whatnot, so I'm not gonna mess with that. Far as a mixing standpoint, what I'm gonna do next is play this one right here. Now this is a vocal sample that I did. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and put a kind of like a SSL vocal strip plugin on there just to kind of bring some of that shit out. Or you know what? Let's take that back, man. Let's take that back. We're not gonna use that. I showed you guys the Cobb Audio S Strip plugin. I may still have it up. Let me see here. No, I don't have it up. I don't think I do. Let's see here. Nope, I don't have it up. Nope, I sure don't. Let's bring back Ableton Live. Yeah, let's pull up the Cobb S Strip plugin, and so you guys can see what it's working with. It's called the S Quick Strip. Okay, my bad. I'm saying the wrong shit. All right, but this is it right here. So what we're gonna do is basically make this vocal sample. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but we want to EQ it, just kind of make it cut through the mix a little bit. What I'm gonna utilize is I'm gonna get it back to its original volume state, and I'm gonna push it from the plugin as far as the volume. So I'm gonna turn up the input and I'm gonna EQ, compress, and add a little saturation. Take it off. All right, cool. And I didn't know I had some processing on there. Actually, I did. Okay. So that's what it does. Even with the Magma channel on there or whatnot. Okay. I didn't know I had that on there. Okay. So yeah, I just kind of showed y'all a demonstration of what the hell that does. Basic EQ, you know what I'm saying? Even the caveman can use this, bro. Shit, even my dog can use this, man. 2 bands to EQ, a little compression here, 1 knob compression, boom. You know what I'm saying? You can get a nice little sound out of there. Turn it off. Very good sounding situation in there, but I don't need all of that on there. So I'll just adjust the Magma channel. There we go. All right, cool. Just a little quick EQ, boost up the highs, boost up the mids, and compress a little bit more, turn out the output. Let's check that in mono. All right, cool. Let's bring in the next sound. Now I don't have anything on here. This was one of those sounds that was freezed and flattened. We can use the quick strip on here for sure. Do everything a little bit of Cobb flavor. see if I can get some compression out of here. I don't think this is gonna work. Saturation did good. All right, so we was bring back some of that compression. All right, let's do this. Let's unsolo those. So we're right at about the same gain. See how it doesn't really have any attack on the hammer or the piano, so let's add some transient shaping in that signal. Give that piano a little bit more dynamics to it. A little bit. Let's turn it off. This adds like this adds some energy to that low end of that take out some of that low end. Now it sound nasty. Take out some of that low end. That's that compressor. Hey, that's all. And what we're gonna do now is, because I got this mug like compressing like crazy, let's do this. We're gonna EQ behind this plugin right here, so we good with this one. I'm gonna go ahead and enhance this a little bit. Bring out some of that top end. So you really get some of that top end out of there. This is Antelope Audio. They also have opened up their closed plugins to a native version as well, and stuff like that. So UAD, their plugins, which is the API vision strip that you saw with the drums, their plugins used to be they used to be only that can work with Apollo interfaces, and a few selected plugins that they have. They open it up into a native version, open their protocol up. Antelope Audio is kind of like up there with UAD as well. They also had plugins that was only work with their interfaces, open up their protocol, and this is a subscription bundle right here, which is called their Synergy Core native bundle. And they have some really, really good stuff in there as well, man. So this plugin, this EQ is really, really good EQ, man. It's kind of like a old school graphic type of EQ. So we just kind of brightening up that high mid in the piano sound in order for it to cut through and not sound so dark. This gain station is plugging in. So just basically adjusting the sounds in mono to eliminate any phasing issues. The whole trick in mono, I hate to stop, you know what I'm saying, stopping this or whatnot, just give my ears a little break real quick. But the whole trick of listening into mono is to fix the phasing issues, of course. But if you can make the mix sound clear in mono, you are on your way to having a very good mix for as clarity is concerned when it comes to certain sounds pan to the left and certain sounds pan to the right, and stuff like that. That's just something that I ain't gonna say that you can't read out of a book. You can't really learn it from a video. Your ears have to really hear that and stuff like that. A lot of people tell you mix in mono. You can mix in mono and you can't mix in mono. I am not mixing in mono. What I'm doing is checking back and forth, making sure that the correlation of the mix is making sense left to right for us listening purposes and stuff like that. That way you don't have sounds that are stacked on top of each other. Take these two sounds, for example, this and that piano sound. It's in mono. When it's in mono, you got to stack your sounds vertically from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? What sounds going to be at the top, which is important, and all the other sounds are going to be at the bottom. That's how I'm picturing that when I'm mixing in mono. But really, when you take it out of stereo, it's a left and right thing. You see what I'm saying? So when you're doing mid-sides processing, that's basically what that is. Mid-side processing is going to focus on the vertical aspect of listening, and then the side processing is going to focus on the left to right side of listening and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And you combine mid and side processing together, you get stereo processing or the stereo sound. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of confusing. You have to draw it and see an image or anything of that or whatnot, and everything. But you know what I'm saying? It has to make sense. So basically, I'm trying to make priority of these two. And because I added that piano, now that's going to be more of a top priority than that sound that's here. It's still important, but it's like this. And then the drums come above that piano. You see what I'm saying? So if I throw in the drums, piano, and that other sound, you put it in stereo. Now it got to make sense with the two sounds besides the drums, make sense to left and right. You hear most of that sound, and the other little weird sound is to the right, and the piano is a little bit to the left, and the drums are in the middle. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of like, that's how you kind of have to mix picture mono and stuff like that. All right, cool. I think we're on this one right here. Now what I'm gonna do is just kind of use something real simple. That sound, we gotta change it because we can keep it like that, but you want to make it unique in the mix. So adding some distortion to this ought to be fun. Not too much. And let's see here. Distortion. Damn. I was talking, y'all looking at my funky ass. Let's see here. Let's put this on here. Just a simple distortion plugin can go a long way. So you hear this sound right here. I'm gonna turn the mix down. Then so you see how distortion can really change the texture and the tone of the sound. In some cases, it can make it really sound good. You know what I'm saying? And then you can get different types of distortion. So let's just try them out, see what works best. All right, cool. So let's put that back in there. Now you got a dry wet mix knob. So what that'll do is, you know what I'm saying, mix in the distorted sound versus with the original sound. All right. So we're going to put that in 0. We're going to mix it in until it sounds right with the rest of the beat. I like that right there. Now, let's go ahead and turn it down a little bit. Ooh, not a priority. right, cool. So there's a it's kind of like a frequency in here that I'm really not liking with that sound. So we're just gonna EQ that out. I'm not gonna really be fancy with this. I'm just gonna pull a stock a stock EQ and see what we can pull out of there. Right here. That little frequency right there. Just to add this last sound. Pan it to the right a little bit. That kind of like needs some delay in there. Even though it's an arpeggiated type of sound, it just need some I don't know, it needs something. We're just gonna throw off that delay on the right side a little bit. Adjust the feedback. Add a little bit of reverb. And then adjust the overall dry wet mix knob. Let's add a little stereo. Wetting it up a little bit. Headphones getting a little tight there, a little mic bleed. Check that in the mono real quick. All right, cool. So that's basically the mixing right there. Not too much we had to do. I just talked my ass off a little bit and stuff like that. So I apologize. We're gonna go ahead and speed this up. We're at about an hour and a half right now. Let's go ahead and put a little mastering situation on here. I normally use BX Master Desk Pro all the time, but I'm thinking about using something a little different. Let's just do this real quick. We can go ahead and get this vitalizer situation here. Kind of like this. I'm gonna put that on the on the master track. Cool. So we just added that Bottleizer Mark II from SPL, and then what I normally do is use some type of compression or limiting on top of that. I just really keep it real simple when it comes to putting stuff on the simple on the master bus. I always kind of look for a plugin that has some type of sweetening to it or whatnot, and then I use some basic EQ and compression type situations. But in this case, what I'm gonna utilize here today is let's see, where is that? Slate Digital. Where? What the hell? Hold on a second. BNR. Well, damn. Oh, there it is. I'm tripping. All right, it's gonna be the FGX2. Really good plugin. Really, really good. I'm gonna say this about this plugin. It's good. The compressor is something that you got to get used to. I ain't gonna even lie to, man. It's very what's the word I want to use? It's very responsive and not responsive. It's all over the place, but it does a good job at gluing the mix together. And I love the level. I ain't gonna lie to you. FG level is pretty tight and stuff like that, man. So let's see what we can pull out on this situation right here. Now, right off the bat, you hear some compression. Like, as soon as I start turning up the ratio, you heard compression and stuff like that. And I didn't even do any threshold. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, ooh, goddamn, man. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? So you're definitely going to have to take advantage of your sidechain functions. All right. Watch when I turn the switch on. That's crazy. Now this is where you kind of like get the magic going on right here. fuck out. Yeah, that part right there. The reason why it's doing that is because the recent rack plugins are using a lot of processing there. All right, so let's do that again one time. Solo the mid just to see how you mid. So this is kind of like checking it in mid. We got a gain reduction at about -4.8. That's alright. That's all the side information. Alright. And while I got that on that, these meters right here basically telling me where I'm at on my lufts and stuff like that. So I'm at about negative about -11, so to speak, you know what I'm saying, short term integrated or whatnot. And then this is gonna be that right there. So that's letting me know that I can bring down that ratio. I like the glue with the threshold it's giving me. However, the ratio is basically telling me you got a little bit too much compression going on, along with the limiting side, or you know what I'm saying, the things. Damn, this motherfucker is like taxing my damn CPU, bro. Let me see if I can take off, or this thing has a built-in goddamn no, it doesn't. I want to say this thing probably doing some type of oversampling in here, man, but shit. God damn. If I turn that off, it's taking about 35% of CPU resources off. It sounds good, but man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have to use something else, bro. Because I still gotta arrange the motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So let's use something else, man. Let's use something a little bit easy peasy here. I got it right here, man. Let's see here. Let's go ahead with this mastering compressor here. This is from Meek, and hopefully, yeah, this is not gonna do what I think it's gonna do here. Let's yeah, this plugin is very, very confusing. I can't even explain what these, because you got 3 different type of timings for this plugin. You got this timing in green, you got a fast timing, and then you got a peak timing, and all 3 of those compression modes kind of blend together. But it's very interesting. It gives off a very interesting compression. got to do a little bit of EQ. So with that being said, I'm going to take this motherfucker off because you can utilize this one right here. All right. So you can utilize the AMIC 200, which what it does is it's actually a channel strip, and you can use it for mastering as well. And stuff like that. You still get the benefits of utilizing a mastering EQ, and that same compressor that I just had on, you can utilize this compressor, but it's a little bit easier in here as well or whatnot. But what we're going to do is turn off all the gating, the limiting functions in here. You do get a limiter in here. So this is a Swiss Army knife on your master bus right here as well. And let's go ahead, and I think I had that on, god doggone shit, 4 and 5. All right, cool. Let's get that the mid section right there. Like what we're doing here. Now you can hear that piano's a little bit too loud. Let's go ahead and turn that down a little bit. All right, let's play it back in the mix. Oops. Ah, that's the reason this VCA clip was on. And you see this compression right here? A little bit too much. There we go. right, cool. That's basically it, man. That's it. That's it. Let's go ahead and track this bad boy out. Kind of got an idea of how we're gonna start out. All right, let's go ahead and hit record. That is it right there, man. Little beat track out right there. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Kinda let that ride out. And then I'll take the sub out right about her. Just kinda let it ride out right there. Another 2 bars. One more time, we're gonna hit stop and we're gonna hit that run and right there. Cool deal, man. So yeah, commit that right there to the arranger track. Let's see what we got here. Looks pretty good. You can see here when you track out from there and there, we are straight. Now with this Reason Rack plugin, because I should have saved myself the trouble and just froze that a long time ago or whatnot, man. But it's all good. And the drums. I heard something with this sound somewhere. It was a sound. Yeah, it was that little vocal situation here. Yeah, I fuck with you. Yeah. We could add like a. Yeah, I fuck with you. Yeah, it's too big. Yeah, we can kind of like add like a doggone like a. I got something we could add to it. Just kind of like some effects, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, let's turn off all this other shit we don't need, and let's just utilize the echo. Yeah, I fuck with you. Yeah, it's too big. Yeah, I fuck with you. Yeah, sit up. Yeah, I fuck with you. Actually, I like that. trying to do is it's what that is, a high pass, trying to get some of that top end off. Oh, that's too much. Yeah, there we go. That's it right there. Cool. That about does it, man. And we're right there under 2 hours. My normal streaming time. Try to go no more than 2 hours. So yeah, that was pretty good right there. I know I talked a lot like crazy. Whatever the case might be, man. But yeah, that's it. The only thing I want to check is just to make sure that we are within our LUFS, or whatnot. And I keep saying LUFS. Somebody out there probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So that's basically LUFS is your loudness units full scale. That's basically the acronym for it, and everything like that. And what the LUFS will tell you is this loud enough for streaming platforms and stuff like that? Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Prime, all those streaming type platforms, they're right around -14. And stuff like that. But if you really want your stuff to really compete up there with some of the pro stuff, you need to be right at around -11, -12, sometimes pushing -10. I kind of stay in between -10 and -11. So let's see where we at right now. Let's see what's popping. So if I was to stop right now, the integral LUFS is averaging around -13.4. So we kind of need to go up, give or take, goddamn a dB and a half. You know what I'm saying? So how we would do that is turn that off. We'll go here on the BX console and we can just turn this up right here. All right, so that's around like -12.2. Let's go to the hook. Now I have my target loudness for -10 LUFS, just to give me a safe margin or whatnot, and we still can bump it up another freaking dB. So let's go ahead, go back to the plugin, and turn it up right here on the plugin. So we had about plus 1.3. Let's put it at 2.3. Let's see what happens here. There we go. We get a little bit of red right here on the momentary. The short term is right there at red, and the integral is the -11.8. I'm cool with that. It's banging in the headphones. That shit sounds really good. Of course, I didn't hear this in the loudspeakers and whatnot, but yeah, we Gucci, man. Let's see how this starts off. And we can even sweeten this up a little bit with like a kind of like a filter a little bit. We can kind of play around. If my CPU allow me, we can kind of play around with some of the filtering options in here. So check this out. You can kind of do some shit like this. You know, some shit like that or whatnot. Let's put the phase on and let's give it a resonant boost a little bit, and let's give it a higher curve there. Let's see what happens here. Wow, with him. That's a BGB right there, like that. cool. You would definitely have to turn it off or whatnot. So let's go ahead and try to write that in there, man. Let's see what happens. Motherfucker, I was a little bit late there. All right, but we can definitely fix that right here on the automation. Right here, we just go ahead and draw that bitch. Actually, let's go here and we just delete this motherfucker right here. Let's see here. Goddamn, motherfucker. All right, yo, hold on 1 second. Let me. I'm gonna have to delete those little circles right there, and delete that one, and delete this motherfucker here. This one last little bitch that I can't really get. There we go. There we go, motherfucker. All right, cool. And then we could just draw the shit in here and make kind of like that little tier right there. Yeah, there we go. Actually, we could delete that one. This little bitch right here. There we go. So it has like a little smooth curve. So we play it from the beginning. And then we're going to have to kind of like do the turn off right here. Just turn it off. Right there. All right. So yeah, that worked out pretty good. Let's play it back. And then that last little kick drum we got right here, we can just go ahead and just cut that off right there. Now, the cool part about this is you can go ahead and let's say, for instance, we can copy everything here. And let's say I want to freaking copy all of this shit here. Just hit copy. And let's say I want to put it right here at the end of the track right here. Or put it right here. So I can put it right there. Now check this out. This is pretty cool right here. You know what I'm saying? Just to give it a little bit of life. Let's see what happens if we put it here. Nah, it don't work. I think that's it, man. We overdoing it. But that's it right there. So yeah. Turn it down a little bit, man, and chop it up with your peoples and stuff like that, man. So hey, man, we are done. You know, just mixing the beat right here, or whatnot. Make sure you go check out that free plugin, man. You know what I'm saying, from Kive Audio, you know what I'm saying, the XT Max. So let me pull it up for you guys one more time, man. It is free on the Kive Audio website. Let me go double box here. Yeah, there it is right there, man. The Kive Audio X Max. It's a smaller version, and the compression type and sound of a distressor plugin. So if you don't have the distressor money, and you know what I'm saying, the plugin is expensive and the hardware is expensive, this is a free version of it, very simplified version of it. So make sure you go check it out, man. It's the XT Max from Kive Audio, man. You know what I'm saying, really, really good plugin. very strong on drums, man. This will sound really, really good on some vocals. I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying? So if you deal with a lot of rap vocals, XT Max is a very, very simple solution to compression, you know what I'm saying, for vocals or whatnot. Program drums, I just feel like it's a little too strong. Probably would work really, really well with some acoustic drums. It really sounds good on some acoustic drums. Vocals as well, guitar as well. Program drums, not as much so. You really have to understand gain staging and how to, you know what I'm saying, really maneuver a compressor in order to get the most out of the XT Max. So don't utilize this too much on program beats if you do get it. But if you do record vocals, I highly recommend getting this plugin or whatnot. The highlighted features on this plugin, really simple, man. You got an input knob right here. Let me get this so I can show you guys again. You know, you got an input knob right here, you got an output knob. They work linked together. You can adjust the output knob independently. You got a 3 time attack and a 3 time release knee. You can adjust the knee side chain filter, and that's all you really need, you know what I'm saying, for compression on the simple side. Built-in automatic gain, so anytime you make your adjustments, it's automatically adjusting that gain as far as your compensation is concerned. And not to mention, you get oversampling in there, man. So that is clutch right there, man. Hey, man, I just want to tell you guys, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in today to the stream and everything like that, man, and stuff like that, man. So just to give you guys a heads up and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, if you do pay attention to this channel and you are subscribed and you are looking for an uploaded video on tomorrow, I do have a video coming out on tomorrow. It'll be dropping in the morning, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you go ahead and check out that video. I'll probably have to add the card on tomorrow if I remember to, but it's on this plugin called Dawson Love. Really good ambient multi-effect plugin for all of your needs to get really some good soundscapes, you know what I'm saying, for individual sounds. I would utilize this on bus tracks or anything like that, but this particular plugin, Dawson Love plugin, is it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. One of those plugins you definitely got to experiment with, and you know what I'm saying, if you're kind of like into lo-fi type of shit, you know what I'm saying, you'll probably like this. And so I just kind of fumbled around with one sound and, you know, did a matriculation of manipulations of different type of sounds with this one plugin. Pretty cool video, man. So stay tuned to that video when it drops. But you know what I'm saying, if you want to get that notification, you gotta subscribe to the video, man. And also check out, you know what I'm saying, anything else on my channel, live stream recaps, which this video you're watching right now is going to be on the live stream recaps playlist. Go through all of that, man. That's probably like, that's where you really learn some shit at, like live streams right here, man. There's only so much you can do in a recorded video, even though it's really, really good, and you got to go through that and you got to edit that shit and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I saw some over the break, the holiday break. It normally takes an average person about 2.5 to 3 hours to make a average 25 to 30 minute video. See what I'm saying? So you think about the amount of videos that are out there in YouTube and the amount of time it takes to make that video, man. That shit is, yeah, man, it's motherfucking work in that, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why a lot of people are grateful for live streams. Stuff like that, man. You can kind of condense a lot of things down into a live stream and everything like that, man. But yeah, man, nevertheless though, man, hey man, happy new year to you, 2024, man. May blessings be to you, man. Do what you need to do and stuff like that. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here and stuff. I think I have hit my 2-hour window. Yeah, about 5 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Stay tuned, man. Gonna be doing a lot of live streams on specifically stuff like this. I have a lot of beats I gotta get off the hard drive. I went through and found a shitload of beats, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. Like, I counted it right before the live stream. I kid you not. I can't lie. I can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. If I want to, I could just show you, but I could tell you, whatnot. I have a folder called Airbit. You know what I'm saying? And these are not all my beats. These are the beats that are tracked out, stemmed out, ready to go. Like I can, you know what I'm saying? Tracks, 2-track, ready. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Let me see if I can pull this up. And I could do the math real quick for you, whatnot. So let's go to a double box real quick. Y'all really can't see it or whatever the case may be. But let's see here. What I want to do is show you this number right here, this number. So I have 35 folders in this one folder. So here's my up-to-date beat list. It's called Airbit. That's the beat store that I use, Airbit, right now. I got beats on there, but some of those beats are in here. But if I go to, let's say, this folder, beat pool beats. I did this folder for somebody long time ago, like three years ago. Never did anything. This one folder has 26 beats in it. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. It has 9 beats in there. All right, so that's 9. Okay. Go back. BeatStars transitions. Let's see here. These are some of the beats I had on BeatStars, and I had to transition them over. This number is going to be a little bit off because I already uploaded some of those on there, but give or take, you got 38 items in there. So that's 9, 38. That's 47 beats right there. All right, give or take. We had about like 40. So we just say 40 beats right now. All right, so that's 40 beats. And then you got all of these. That is 40, 10, 50. Go right here. These are beats that I made on the iPad that are ready to go. That is, give or take, 50, 56. No, excuse me. I'm sorry, 66 now. All right, so we have 66 beats. 67, 68. Then this one right here is some beats, old beats that me and my boy Los did, Carlos King and stuff like that. So that's 67. I forget what the number I used, but we had about 72 right now. All right, let's keep on going. All right, cool. Let's take this right here. That will be what number I said, like 67, 70. We had about like 68, 67 or whatnot. So this is 6. This is what? Take the math. We had about 74 and stuff like that. I forget that last number I'm off because I may be off. Y'all keeping math or whatnot. So we're around about like 77, 78 range or whatever the case may be. Then these are some beats that I did in Reason. I already did a beat tape to this, so that don't count. All right, so we'll take that off because that's already on Airbit. All right, then we got these right here, and those are 9. So we're looking at about 76, 8, carry the 2. Shit, we're right at about 90, and then all of these beats right here, that's 15. So that puts us a little bit over 100 completed beats, man. Some of these are mixed down and some of them aren't. No, I take that back. Some of these are done and stuff like that. I think. Yeah, they got stems in them. So yeah, some of these beats are stemmed out. I know it's a couple of folders. Like the iPad beats I have to mix. You know what I'm saying? I have to mix these because I did these on the iPad. And some of those sounds on the iPad just didn't cut through the speakers and everything like that. So they have to get mixed. And so we'll be going through here and mixing some of these beats. I know some of these BeatStar transition beats, I have to go back and just remaster those. That's really quick. You can learn something from those right there. And I know some of these Reason stems, no, that's already done. It's a couple of other folders I have in here that needs to be done and stuff like that. So yeah, we got our work cut out just trying to just get those on the beat store and whatnot. It just takes time and stuff like that, man. So yeah, man, it takes time to do that type of stuff. Yeah, time is everything, man. But I always tell people all the time, you got 24 hours in a day, what you gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be my challenge for this year. Take that whole folder, have it up there on my beat store, and have stuff to, you know what I'm saying, hash out, and we still creating. You see what I'm saying? So I know I did a count on that folder that you're seeing there and stuff like that, and I think it was like, man, I want to say came up to about like 300 something beats and stuff like that. But I know a good 80% of that shit don't even upload or turn on because the BSDs are missing, contact libraries are reading from an old disk letter and everything like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, man. But you know what I'm saying? This one right here is done. So yeah, bro. we could just go ahead and get up out of here and stuff like that. The only thing we will have to do is, like I always do, man, collect all and save. It's gonna give you that menu right there. You hit OK, save as, and all you got to do is just save over that old file if you need to, and always do that right there. And then you go to export audio video. I'm gonna share my export settings with you all. There it is right there. You change your rendered track selection to all individual tracks. I don't give a damn what the hell you got in there. Just choose all individual tracks. Anything they have in that particular session is going to be stemmed out. Make sure you have a loop. So what I need to do, come back here and just extend that loop right there. So when we do that, and make sure this damn volume up and catch all of that noise until it stops. You see what I'm saying? So all of that noise at the end of the beat, make sure you extend your loop out, and you can catch all of that noise in the 2-track and the stems as well. All right, let's do that process over again. All right, all individual tracks, render that as a loop. That's why it's very important to make sure your loop is set where you want it to stop. All audio, make sure you choose whatever sample rate. I normally do 44, 48. Do wave file, 24-bit. You can do MP3s if you want to. Just do wave files, man. Hit export, and that's it right there, man. And normally what I do is go to that particular session folder. I don't know why Ableton hasn't fixed this shit yet, where if you're in the session, it just goes to that damn particular folder. But just find your folder that you need to. Create a folder, call it stems. All right, rename it stems, and then put the BPM on there. That way, when you go and you have to hand off this, you sell a beat, and you know what I'm saying, that particular artist or engineer needs, you know what I'm saying, the BPM, and you want to stay organized, and you handing out beats and you need the BPM because you erase the project folder or something happens or whatnot. You can go to that folder. It has the BPM on there. So I always say stems BPM number or beats permitted number. Then go in there, that same folder, rename all of your files the BPM, because what's going to happen is it's going to give you a file name, and then it's going to take the track name and combine all that together as a wave file name. So what I normally do, I got smart with it a long time ago. I just put in a numerical value, aka the BPM for the beat, 161.5, and then what it's going to do is like going to say 161.5 drums -1, which means track 1 or whatnot. I don't know why Ableton does that or whatever, but it just minimizes your track name and your file size name. Excuse me, your file name for your file, your WAV file and everything like that. Hit save, and you're good to go and stuff like that, man. So yes, sir. Till next time, man. Catch y'all later, and you know what I'm saying. Catch you on the flip side, man. You been in the year with your boy. Peace. Blessings to ya. We out.